Okay.
which I advise him to participate in this site.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because he was also from the same country and living in Qatar, and I said, I know somebody like that. And he said, yeah, and he called you the son, but I was like, I don't think that was really the case. So your colleague. Okay.
Yeah,
Um.
my colleague in the work.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I wondered when he said that he worked at the same place. So
Mhm.
I misunderstood him obviously at first. So
Okay.
anyway, yeah. So how has your morning been so far?
Good. I'm not early wake up today. Is that correct? I'm not early wake up today.
Well, you could say I wasn't it's in past tense. I wasn't an early riser.
Yeah, I wasn't an early riser,
Huh.
and just I wake up now.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
I join you directly.
Okay, from home. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time is it right now in Qatar?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Okay. Hello, Beate. How are you today?
Hello, good morning. I'm fine, but it's raining, raining, raining.
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry that
no
it's raining.
sun today.
We have springtime conditions today. I think earlier today it got up to about 17 degrees, which is really good for March in the States or in this part of the
Wow,
States.
wow,
Yeah, but
great.
it's now down to 5 and it's heading back down. So,
Okay.
which is all it's very typical, freezing at night and nicer during the day. So,
Huh.
yeah. And I caught myself a cold um,
Oh,
yesterday and earlier today. I was pretty much flat on my back, but I've gotten better, and you'll hear my voice get worse and
yes, yeah,
worse.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How do we
So
say, what do we say is, if somebody is ill and we say good health, something
hey,
like this?
usually we say get well.
Get well. Ah,
Yeah.
okay, get well.
Get well.
Okay,
So
that's
uh,
easy.
yeah, it's a very a
So get
simple
well.
phrase. Thank you. I will. Working on it. Yeah.
We
So I
we we say get well when the person overcomes the problem.
bear with me a moment. I'm sorry, what did you say, Ahmed?
I'm told you that we say the person get well when he overcome the problem of illness or like that.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Well, no, it's when somebody gets ill or gets sick,
Hmm.
and in the process of them getting better, excuse me, we will tell them, we will say get
Yeah,
well, and
yeah.
and also like if somebody's at the hospital, you will send them a get well card, is what we call it in English.
Hmm.
So if somebody's sick. And so I got sick. Yes, I woke up yesterday morning with a sore throat, and I had a headache all day yesterday, and I just couldn't deal with it by the end. But
Oh,
yeah, it was terrible. And then it was interesting. This morning I slept in, and then I was able to wake up, and I taught, and I had no problem. But my
yeah,
voice
yeah,
gave
yeah.
way.
That's usually it is inside. It
uh,
seems that you have nothing, but you're not feeling well. And when
uh,
um, this feeling stops, the illness comes out. Yeah.
yeah,
So did
exactly.
you take some? What is it? Little medicine for
I took a
headache.
I took a little bit, but I've never been a person that will take
Mm,
medicine right away.
mm,
I try to
like
get
me.
over
Yeah,
things now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I did did take last night. I took because the headache wouldn't leave on its own, and that was just all. So, and we have Emre. How are you, Emre?
Thank you. I am fine.
Excellent. So, where are you from, Emre?
I'm from Turkey, but I live in LA now.
LA and Los Angeles. Okay, awesome.
Yes.
I bet Los Angeles is very different from Turkey, isn't it? Or is it similar?
Yeah. Yeah, very different. I'm here in Santa Monica. Santa Monica is very
Santa
different.
Monica. Okay, Santa Monica. I don't think I've been to Santa Monica. I've been to Los Angeles a couple times, but and I am actually from Idaho in the U.S., which is in the Pacific Northwest. So it's in this similar time zone. You're in Pacific time zone, and I'm in Mountain, so I'm only 1 hour ahead of you. So
Oh.
yeah. And hello, Chow. How are you?
I am doing good.
All right. And where are you from, Chow?
I'm from China.
China. Awesome. Well, welcome. Are you living in China right now, or are you from living somewhere else?
I live in China.
I live in China. Awesome. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to speak with you.
Where are you from,
Right.
teacher?
I'm from Idaho. It's in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh.
In the U.S. Let me show you a map of the state of Idaho, and that will give you an idea. Yeah. Are you guys both new on Verbling?
No?
No? Okay. Are you new, Emre?
Yeah, sorry.
Have you just started studying on Verbling? Are you new?
Yes, I am new. I joined 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Awesome. Well,
Yes.
welcome.
Yes.
Welcome. Let me show you a map of the U.S. and then I'll show you where I'm from.
Okay.
Let's make this a little bit bigger if we can. Okay. This is where I'm from over here in this area. This is the state of Idaho right here, and I live a little bit west of Boise, about right where my finger is.
Mhm.
So, and you're down here, Santa Monica. Is that down? That's like right south of Los Angeles,
Yes.
somewhere. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I was
Yes.
in Boston 3 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes. I changed my city because Boston was very, very horrible.
Okay. Really? Why?
Weather is
Oh, weather-wise, yeah.
yes.
Now, are you over in the States to study English?
Yes, I came here for studying English 1.5 months ago.
Uh-huh.
I stayed 3 weeks in Boston and changed. I came to
Okay.
LA,
Yeah.
Santa Monica.
If you come into January to the East Coast, you're gonna find snow. So,
Yes.
and a lot of it.
Yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of it. Yeah, in fact, a lot of skiers in my area of the U.S. where I'm from, we have a lot of snow usually in the wintertime, and the skiers are all complaining this year because we didn't get hardly any snow, because
Oh.
the Midwest and the East Coast got it all. So
Santa Monica's weather is perfect. Now today was 7 to 8 Fahrenheit about.
okay, so that was probably 78 degrees Fahrenheit. That was probably about 19 or no, wait. That was probably about 20, 22, 23 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 23, 24 about.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. All right. All right. So, anyway, today's class, we are going to practice complaining a little bit, and we are also going to look at some idioms, and then also do a reading, basically read some proverbs, different funny quotes about complaining, and then we will discuss each one of it. And then by the end, we will do a discussion on about this topic. So let's go ahead and start. So let's look at these pictures. What do you think the people in these pictures are complaining about, or if they're complaining at all? So Ahmed, what about this guy right here? What do you think is going on with him?
Um, maybe he frustrated about something. I don't know which problem, but like but a person who not have anything to do in facing this problem or like that.
Okay, so he's frustrated with being bored, maybe.
Maybe frustrated from behavior in his boss or
Uh-huh. Okay.
maybe.
Okay. All right. And Emre, what do you think this guy is thinking?
It's unhappy, and he didn't get expectation, I think.
Uh-huh. So, okay, so he had an expectation that was not
Yes.
met.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. And Chow, what do you think this guy is thinking?
Well, I mean, he's not happy, and maybe someone stole his wallet, and he's a little bit angry these days.
Okay. Somebody stole his wallet. And, okay. These are all very good ideas. Beate, what do you think this guy is thinking?
I think somebody told him to do something, and he, what is it? Annoys.
And he's annoyed.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody told him to do something, and he's annoyed with their request. Okay. All right. Hi, Ken. How are you? Okay, so what about this next picture right here, Ahmed? What do you think?
This person maybe have this person has some maybe I can't say that.
You can't explain what what you're thinking? Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. Imri, what do you think is going on in this guy's head?
I think the man is confused.
Okay. He's confused. He doesn't know what's going on. What's happening?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And Chow, what do you think he's going on with him?
Yeah, it's like he's confused and surprised, and maybe he's wearing suits, so maybe he's in working and has got some news from his boss and said that he was laid off or something, and this man said, "What's wrong with myself, and why did you do that?" Something like that.
Very good one. Very good explanation. All right. And Beate, what do you think?
Maybe, yeah, he's a businessman, and his secretary did something wrong. He booked the plane on the wrong time, and he's upset and says, "How could you do it without asking me?" Something like this.
Okay. All right. And Ken, are you able to speak now?
Yes, hello.
Hi, Ken. Welcome. Nice to see you. So, what do you think is going on with this guy? What is he thinking?
Maybe he's complaining and he's confusing about something.
So he's complaining and confused about something. Okay. All right. Okay. By the way, I forgot to tell you my thought on this guy is I think he's a father of teenage girls, and his daughters came home late. That's what I think about this guy. And this guy is exactly he's in my opinion he's confused. So, and I like Chow's suggestion that maybe he was somebody had he was laid off and he doesn't know why he was laid off, and so he's confused about that. That's a good one. So, all right, this one. What's going on with this guy? Ahmed, what do you think is going on with him? Is he complaining or is he?
No, I think not complaining. But he looking to know about something about maybe future, or he shocked from the speak of another person or like that.
Okay, so he's shocked about what somebody else has just said. Okay. Okay. All right. And Imri, what do you think is going on with this guy?
I think he's complaining because it's like hopeless.
Okay, so he looks hopeless, like, oh, there's nothing we
Yes.
can do. Ah. Okay. All right. And Chao, what do you think?
Well, I don't know. He doesn't have emotion on his face. Maybe, well, talking about complaint, maybe he just saw his girlfriend was with another man, so he's speechless at that moment.
Okay, so he's trying to keep a stone face and trying to keep a straight face so nobody knows what he's really thinking, maybe. Because that would be terrible if his girlfriend just left him for another guy. So, but Beate, how about you?
I don't know if he's complaining at all, but if there is something negative in his face, could be something like helpless. So he is in a situation, and maybe he doesn't want to show that he's helpless, and so he has this smile. We say it also. Oh, there's another word I don't know in English.
A smirk.
Yeah. What?
And a smirk on his face.
Maybe.
The smirk is kind of a half smile, half frown, kind of what he's doing. It's a smirk.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Ken, what do you think's going on with him?
Yeah, he's smirking, slightly smile. His mouth is slightly smile, so he doesn't seem to be angry or complaining something harshly.
Okay, so he seems to be quite happy. He might be also grimacing, to grimace, which would be also kind of like a grin, and he's kind of half smiling, half not. So that's also what he could be doing. I think he's one of those customers that the people don't know he's angry because he has a smile on his face, so they have no idea because they haven't complained about it. He's not going to complain. So where the other people are, it's obvious. So okay, this girl, what's going on with her? Ahmed, what do you think?
Maybe this guy, what can I call it?
Girl?
This girl, yeah. This girl is maybe wake up late and try to convince their parent that not today will go to school, and they try to convince her that the only way to go is to go to school, and last step she go. She went to her school, but not have a good mood.
Okay, so I like that. You know, she slept in and she tried to convince her parents to let her stay home, and they said, no, you need to go. And so finally she gets on her stuff and she goes, but she has a bad attitude. That's a very good story. I like that. So, Amre, what do you think is going on with her?
Yes, I agree. She is doing everything. Same thing. She's doing same thing every day. She's She wake up and morning she's going to school and she's coming from school to home and then she's going to school and she look like Blaze, I think.
Okay, so she's just tired of what we call
Blaze,
it.
is right?
What is the word? Blate?
Not Blade, BLASE, Blaze.
No, that's not the right word. I'm sorry. I'm glad you asked. She
Oh,
she what were you trying to say? She I would say blah. She looks just really blah.
black. Okay.
Blah.
She had because everything is routine.
Yeah, and when things become routine, have you guys ever heard this slang? It's SSDD.
SSDD. Okay.
It's SSDD is same stuff, different day. Or same S, different day.
Same
Yeah.
S. What meaning of the S here?
I'm not gonna say it, but it's a it's what Chow wrote on the look at the Mingle on the not Mingle on the Google chat.
Mm-hmm.
SH blank blank. So look at the Google chat. I don't know. I'm saying Mingle. Google chat, and you'll see. It's really. I'll write it on the Google chat because it won't come out published.
Okay.
There. Why I spelled different wrong. Okay, because the only people who have access to the Google chat are us, so that's why I can write that. All right, so okay, so it's the SSDD for her, and so she's just like, oh man, I have to do this, and that's how many people feel every day, right? So my brother used to say that to me. I'd say, how's life going for you? And he'd go, well, SSDD. So he doesn't do that anymore because he's remarried. He's in the honeymoon period right now, so he's much happier. So anyway, Chow, what do you think's going on with this lady or this girl?
Well, this girl, she had too much homework to do, and she has a very heavy pressure from the school, and she's obviously exhausted now, and she want to get out of the starting and want a break. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so again, she's just really stressed from school. And, okay. And Beate, what do you think is going on with her?
Yeah, I thought something else when I saw her. I thought not only she, all the students should have tablets. Her
backpack.
Backpack, yeah. It's too heavy. Too heavy for this tiny girl.
Okay, so she should be moving into the digital age and have a tablet.
A tablet, just a tablet in the backpack or in
a small bag.
In a bag, yeah. In a small bag. Yeah.
Have the schools in Greece moved over yet to?
No, we don't. But I heard from, I don't remember the country. I think it was in France. They did it just for 1 year. It was a project, and no, it was here. It was here. Yes, some students from the primary school. They told me in the 3rd class they didn't have any books. It was here a school. Yeah, it was a project. They had all their books on a tablet, and they went to school just with a tablet and without books.
And how did that work?
I don't know. I didn't ask the student. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I didn't ask the student.
I guess if it were successful, it would go to the other students, other schools, depending on money, of course.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so, all right. Okay, what do you think is going on with this little girl? Ken. Are you there? Oh, he wrote "Be right back." Sorry. Let's look at this lady here on the side. So, Ahmed, what do you think is happening with this lady?
This try to show that it is very fashion about something. I don't know which one of which problem she had, but
Uh-huh.
she tried to make the other person not to say any word.
Okay, so she's telling everybody, okay, it's a secret. It's a secret. Don't say anything. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Amre, what do you think's going on with this lady?
I think the woman is serious,
Uh-huh.
and she wanna seem quite silent,
Mm-hmm.
and she wanna be alone. I think. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. So leave me alone, everyone. Be quiet and leave me alone. Okay. And Chow, what do you think's going on?
Yeah, it's like a advertisement in the library, and she's
Uh-huh.
asking someone not to be so noisy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's it.
Right. So she's a librarian then. Yeah.
Maybe.
Beate, what do you think she is?
I don't know. She could also be a teacher and show to the students to be quiet.
Uh-huh. Okay, so she could be a teacher as well, telling the students, shh, be quiet. Shh, shh, shh. But anyway, she's complaining because somebody is noisy. Okay, awesome. Let's go on. We're gonna go over and look at looks like 6 to 7 idioms about complaining. Okay, we have can't complain, complain to someone, pull your weight, picking up the slack, breathing down my neck, leave a lot to be desired, and spread too thin. Does anybody know what any of these mean? Any idea? Ken, welcome back. Are you familiar with any of these idioms?
I've heard of can't complain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So when would you use that one?
Maybe, oh, it's fair, I cannot complain.
Uh-huh. So somebody could say, so how's your verbal class? Oh, I can't complain. I learned a few words.
Mm-hmm.
Or I got to practice. I have no complaints.
Yeah.
I can't complain. Okay, so basically the first one is someone will say, "How was the movie?" "Oh, I can't complain. It was pretty good. I have nothing bad to say." Beate, do you know any of these? Are you familiar?
No, I just knew this can't complain. We say something like this, but not for a movie. We would use it.
Food.
Hmm?
We use it with food, maybe.
No. With our situation. So I'm a little bit poor, but okay. If I look at my situation and I compare it with some other poorer people, I can't complain.
Yeah, we say this. We also use it that way as well in English. Yeah, very good.
But the other one, I don't know.
No. Okay, so not familiar with any of the others. Okay, Chow, are you familiar with any of these?
Well, actually, I think I'm not pretty sure about some words. So leave a lot to be desired means still have something to be done in the in the future. Still have something haven't finished.
Well, yeah, that could be, but it's usually someone will say, "Well, how is your how say we'll use movies because it's always the same. So how was the movie?" And there's a big noise in the background. I don't know where that came from, but how was the movie? And if the person says, "Well, it left a lot to be desired," it means there was probably if something it leaves a lot to be desired, there's more negatives than positives.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so it could be how was the class? How was your experience studying in the Philippines, or how was your experience? Like Emery, you can ask him about how was Boston. He can say, well, it left a lot to be desired. The weather sucked, right?
Yeah.
You could say that.
Yes.
So it was too cold.
Yeah, it's cold and
Yeah.
blizzard every day.
All right. So Emery, can you think of? Are there any of these that you are you familiar with?
Pull your weight.
What does that mean?
I think responsible. You make everything. You make your job, work, study. A responsible person.
Yeah. If you pull your weight, you are doing what you have to do for the team. And the problem is if you are working in a team and if someone doesn't pull their weight, then other people have to pick up the slack.
Yes.
So this is the second one. So if you're pulling your weight, you're doing what you need to do. But if you have a team member that is not pulling their weight, then you have to pick up the slack. So you have to do other people's work. So picking up the slack, which is really frustrating for team members, I think. So, all right, Ahmed, are you familiar with any of these?
I'm sorry, I didn't know any one of them.
Okay, that's not a problem. That's why you're here. Okay, okay. Now, complain to somebody. Basically, it really just means that I'm going to make a complaint. I'm going to talk to somebody. I'm going to complain to the manager. So it's not really an idiom. It's just a statement. Complain to someone. So pull your weight is to do what you are supposed to do. Pick up the slack means to do what to help somebody else who is not pulling their weight. Breathing down my neck. That is a management style in some countries, and that basically means you might have a supervisor in your job who is standing over you and watching everything you do. Every email you send, you have to CC them. That's breathing down their neck because they want to know everything that's going on. When I moved to Finland, yes.
Yes, the sentence, how would it be? He's breathing my neck.
He's breathing down my neck. Yeah, let me give you an example. When I moved to Finland, it was like a breath of fresh air because I no longer had any supervisors breathing down my neck. So, when I was working in the States, I had supervisors always breathing down my neck. So, okay, and leave a lot to be desired. Okay, spread too thin. What would spread too thin be? Anyone? Anybody? Do any of you feel like you have too many things that you are doing? Too many projects? If you are spread too thin, that means you have 80 hours of work and only 60 hours to do it. Or one time I was teaching for 30 contact hours, going to school full time, and then managing a curriculum project. And so I I was basically spread too thin, and apparently I didn't know it, but I was grumpy in the office. So people are like, "What's going on with Holly?" Well, she's spread too thin. She has too much going on. So because I was just teaching too much, then I had a curriculum project I was doing for the same company, and then I was going to taking graduate courses. And so if you're spread too thin, you have way too much to do and not enough time to do it. So, okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to do a matching activity, and then we will try to use them and talk about them. So we've got all of these: can't complain, complain to someone, pull your weight, picking up the slack, breathing down my neck, leave a lot to be desired, and spread too thin. Ken, can you read this first one and put the correct idiom in this?
Okay. The idiom blank means that.
Sorry.
Means that you are trying to do too many things project or commitment at the same time, meaning you can't give enough attention to any of them, and that could be spread too thin.
Yes. So the idiom "spread too thin" means you are trying to do too many things. So, Ken, have you ever felt like you are spread too thin sometimes?
Yes, sometimes I feel so, like you graduate study and preparing some other things at the same time.
And once you're done with graduate school, it'll be like a breath of fresh air. This is what it feels like. So I was in graduate school from 2001 to 2003 while I was teaching as well, and it was a little difficult. So, Beate, can you read the next one?
Means to admit that things are mostly all right. Means to admit. What means admit?
Admit is to say that something. For example, okay. If you admit, say, a person to admit, I don't know, it's just to say something. To admit to other people something that you they didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you can say blank means to say that things are mostly all right, and it would work as well. What would that be? Anyone?
No, pull your weight? No.
No? Anyone want to help Beate? Which one do you think it means?
I think maybe pull your weight.
No.
Okay, can't complain.
Can't complain.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So can't complain means to admit or to say things are mostly all right. Okay. All right, next one, Esme. Emre, sorry.
Okay. The idiom blah 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 means to your fair portion of the work or responsibility. Responsibility, pull your weight. Right?
Absolutely. I'm sorry, I was coughing while you were talking, so I had to mute. So yeah, the idiom "pull your weight" means to do your fair portion of the work or responsibility. Excellent. Ahmed, could you read the next one?
Okay, the idiom blank means the boss is closely watching or monitoring you. Imagine a person standing behind you, so close that you can feel his or her breath on your neck. This is considered very annoying. Yeah, breathing down my neck.
Yes. All right. And next one. Ken, could you read that one? Are you there? Okay. Beate, could you try do the next one?
Means to grouch, I don't know, this or protest to someone is complain to someone.
Okay, yes. And a grouch is,
Grouch.
if you're a grouch, you are a very mean person. Usually you think of an older man. Are you familiar with at all with Sesame Street? It's a children's program. Are you familiar with the TV show Sesame Street?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the blue character? His name is Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch. Yeah. Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, and you know how he's always complaining and he never says anything good? That's what Grouch is.
I never knew what is the Grouch. I just put it as a name, Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, no. It has to do with the fact that he...
Yeah. Okay.
Is a complaining character. Is everybody familiar with that show at all? Emre and Ahmed, do you know that show?
No,
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately.
No. Okay. It's
okay, but sorry, can I ask something?
Yes.
To grouch, not this person who have a bad behavior or a habit in the morning, especially.
Yes. A person who is a mean person in the morning is definitely a grouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not happy in the morning, you are a grouch. Especially the type that says they have to have their morning coffee. Don't talk to me until I have my coffee.
Yeah.
They're a grouch. Yeah. Yeah. So, but all right.
So could I say I'm a grouch?
You could, but it probably would be mean to say if somebody else is a grouch, unless you're doing it in a joking way and they realize you're joking.
Yeah, in the morning, someone is talking to me, and I will say,
don't leave me alone. I'm a grouch. So yeah, there's a lot of terms, but grouch is just basically meaning you're just a mean person. So, and you're always complaining. You never have anything good to say. And some people, it's just until they have their morning coffee. Other people, it's all the time. So all right. Emre, could you read the next one?
Me?
Yep.
Okay. The idiom blah blah is a polite, indirect way to state that it's unsatisfactory. It's not as good as you would like to be. I think leave a lot to be desired.
Yes. For example, if you're at a restaurant and somebody and the server asks you, how was the meal? This is a statement that you can say to the server, and then you can say, well, the food wasn't the best. It kind of left a lot to be desired. Or the manager asks, the cashier asks, and it's not the same person who served you. How was everything? Well, the service kind of left a lot to be desired. She only came back once. ask about coffee and nothing else. So it's a very polite way to just say
Can you repeat the service?
the service. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, the sentence. The service left.
Yeah, the service left a lot to be desired.
Oh, the service left a lot to be desired.
Because she only
so
came back once.
You use it in past tense.
Yeah. Oh, you can, because you can change that to the past tense.
Finally, I didn't see it, but we have the same idiom in German, but we never use it in the past. We use it in the present tense because still you desire.
Okay.
Yeah. So you say, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And Ahmed, could you read the last one?
Yeah, blank means to do extra work because other people are not doing their part. Sure, is picking up the slack.
Yeah. So Ahmed, have you ever had to pick up the slack from with one of your colleagues or anything like that?
Maybe I not in this my work now where I am work now, but before I have that feeling when I was in a newspaper where somebody I think not did very well in his work, and that means the others should be do it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, but currently you don't have that problem with your team at all. That's good.
No.
Good.
At all.
Amre, have you ever had to pick up the slack for a classmate or a a colleague?
In my company, yes. Sometimes to pick up the slack because the other person don't make their job, and they couldn't say your manager because he or she is your friend, and all people say about you a gossip man.
Okay.
And sometimes I pick up the slack the other person's job.
Okay. So you can't say anything to the manager because the colleague is the manager's friend or the colleague is your friend.
Yeah, I can say my manager. I can report the manager, and generally, I don't say because firstly, I told together with my friend or the other person, and you have to do this job. You have to do this part, and you have to work. And today I am working this job for you, and you will next time you have to do.
And maybe if you ever have a family emergency or something, they will pick up the slack for you,
Yes.
Or if you have a bad day and stuff like that, yeah.
Your brother.
That's part of teamwork. Yeah.
Yes, in my family or the other families may pick up the slack. I think their boys, girl, daughter, and brothers.
Yeah. But I mean, it's colleagues. If you have something happen and you can't go to work because of family, they will help you out because you have helped them out. So
it's not negative. It's negative or positive. Which one?
To pick up the slack is both. It's negative and positive. It can be positive. How you've described it, I think, is more positive because you're just being a team player.
Yeah.
But it can be negative. Say if you know for sure that colleague would never help you out if you needed it, and you're complaining, oh man, I always have to pick up his slack, and it's a very negative thing. Maybe the person always leaves work early and stuff like that. It can be negative. So, Beate, have you ever had to pick up the slack for a colleague?
I don't know whether I can use this expression in this case. When I'm coming home, and my children, they left all the things, and I have to pick up the slack.
That's well, you can use that. You can say yeah, but I would say that that's more of being a mom to teenagers.
It's a normal situation for a mom.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't. So picking up the slack would be more with colleagues or if you have safe. One example would be, okay, how many kids do you have? 3?
3, yes.
Okay, so you have one of them that's being really lazy, and the other 2 are doing that person's work. They are picking up the slack for the third one.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Ken, have you ever picked up the slack for a colleague?
Yeah, sometimes the colleague left the work for the sick leave or something. So sometimes I have to be a substitute for them.
Okay. All right. And now, Ahmed, another question for you. Have you ever had a manager breathe down your neck, and how do you feel about it?
I feel not comfortable person because that means that he not trust me, and that means maybe something not good for me. I think I was in environment work which not healthy at all when I was in newspaper, and I feel not good when I saw my boss try to know how I sent. How I sent email or for any person, because that means for him that I am complaining of him or like that.
So you're complaining about him.
Yeah.
Complaining about him. Okay. Okay. And Umre, could you tell us about the last movie that you went to that left a lot to be desired?
Sorry, I couldn't hear clearly.
Yeah, can you tell us about the last movie that you went to that left a lot to be desired?
Yes, a lot of dessert. I can use this element dessert because if, for example, if I in the airplane, and I have some complaint, I have some problem. If I have some problem, I can use leave a lot to be dessert because there are a lot of other passengers. And I can call the hostess, right?
Oh yeah, you can. You can. I would be careful about that in an airplane, just because I would wait till the end of the flight.
Yes.
Yeah, because this is it's a stronger complaint. So you would wait till the end.
I have to call down.
Yeah. So it can be done, but yeah. All right.
If the manager or hostess couldn't solution my problem, I can send them a complaint mail.
Yeah, exactly.
Or complaint later.
Exactly. All right, let's go ahead and look at these sentences. Do you agree? Why or why not? So, Ken, could you read this?
Okay. Be thankful and stop complaining. And live more.
Live more.
Live more. Complain less. Have more smiles. Less stress. Hate less. Become more blessed.
Okay. Do you agree with this? Why or why not?
Yeah, basically I'm agree with this because if we are complaining, maybe we're not happy.
Okay.
When
Excellent.
we are complaining, yeah, we are not happy.
We are not happy. Right. Abiate, can you read this one?
Spending today complaining about yesterday won't make tomorrow any better.
So
Yes,
do you agree?
just one moment. I have to copy this from my daughter.
Oh, okay. Press print screen.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. So you obviously like that one. Okay, let's go to the next one. So Amre, can you read this one?
Okay. Go 24 hours without complaining, not winning once, then watch how your life starts changing.
So what do you think about that one? Do you think that would work for a lot of people?
Yes. Go 24 hours without complaining.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, Ahmed, we have another one.
One achievable improvement is worth more than a million great suggestions that can't be done.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, that I think right, correct phrase, and that means we shouldn't blame the others, and we should stay we should keep our patience to deal with things.
So we should be patient enough to
deal with.
Yeah, and it means several things. One thing that I'm not sure about is I think it's still good for a million suggestions to come in. So I think it's really good for people to give suggestions, but and it's really good to have improvement, and change is very, very good. Yeah. All right. Let's go to another one. Ken, could you read this one?
Okay. Complaining is a complete waste of one's energy. Those who complain the most accomplish the least.
What do you think?
Yeah, complaining has consumed a lot of energy. So if we use that more positively, maybe we can be more productive.
Okay.
Or happy. Yeah.
Except the one time, if people don't complain, the organization doesn't know what anything is wrong. I think that's the only negative. So, all right, and let's discuss. Are we okay? Well, it looks like we're out of time. So, do you like this one right here? No whining. Whining is another word for to complain. So no whining. And in British English, not British English, Australian English and New Zealand English, they say whinging. They say no whinging. So if you ever hear somebody saying whinging, that means to complain. So, all right. Well, I want to thank you all for your participation. I hope you learned some new phrases and had a good time in the process. Thank you very much. See you all later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.